Hello everyone, so as you know, Channel Mum give me topics to talk about every month, and the two I'm doing today are going to be birth plans, which is going to be my next one, so stay tuned for that. And today's one is going to be sleep and babies, so all about tips on how to get your baby to go to sleep quicker, or my experiences, toddler and sleep, everything to do with sleep. I'm going to start from when Ellie was a newborn up until now, because things have changed quite a lot. So when Ellie was a baby, I was lucky that she slept quite well during the night. During the day she wasn't though, so she would never take a nap, and that would make things a bit harder for me to get things done during the day. But I can't really complain because the night time is more expensive. The night time is more important. So when she was about 3 months old, she started to wake up during the night a bit less. So obviously when she was a newborn, she would wake up every hour or every 2 hours. But when she turned around 3 months old, it started to be only once or twice a night. And obviously having her milk would send her back to sleep. And sometimes she would sleep from 10 o'clock at night till 5 in the morning, which was pretty good for a 3-month-old. It wasn't till she was about 6 months old that she started sleeping through the night. And again, we were very lucky with that, because I know a lot of babies wasn't at this stage, and every baby is different. So yeah, we were very lucky, but continuous she would not really sleep during the day, and if she did, it would only be for like 10-15 minutes, so she would get very overtired and moody. Yeah, she was quite a good sleeper, and she didn't go into her own room until she was about 10 months old, because we were living in a 1-bedroom flat, so she didn't have her own bedroom. And my number one tip is to get them in their own room as soon as you can. Obviously not at a newborn stage or 3-month stage, anything like that, but when you think they are ready to be on their own and transition, so it might be that they're sleeping through the night and they're not wanting you so much, then that is a good time to put them in their own room. And I really found as soon as we put her in her own room, which was a bit later on in her life, but it just made such a difference, and she slept so well from like 7:30 at night till 7:30 in the morning. So that's like a lot of sleep, and it just benefited her and it benefited me. She had her own bedtime routine as well, which really helped. So after dinner she would have her bath, and she would have a story time, get into her pyjamas, that sort of thing, and put her into bed. And she just generally loved routine. She really loved knowing what was going to happen every single night. And don't get me wrong, there was times where that didn't happen, because we might have been on holiday, or you know, things might have happened that evening, but she generally really stuck to routine really well. So that would be my number one tip. Obviously now she is 3 years old, it has changed dramatically. Like, I can't believe how much it's changed, because I had it quite easy and everyone was telling me, you know, how good she was at sleeping. And I remember my mum would come round to me, and even like when she had her own bedroom, she would have naps during the day as well, which never happened. And they were like good long naps, like 2-hour naps, so I was very lucky. And going back to the subject, when my mum used to come round, she used to be like, is Ellie asleep still? And like obviously she would come around to see me and Ellie, but it was more Ellie, and Ellie would be like sleeping through. So yeah, like she used to love having a nap, she used to love her routine and sleeping. And I think it wasn't till we moved house, so we moved into this flat, it all just changed. And you know, I can't blame her, because it must be hard for them adapting to a new place and new environment. But obviously it's been like more than a year now, and she's got her own bedroom. We decorated it all nice for her, and we took the rail off her cot to kind of make her feel more independent and grown up, because she said she wanted to. So I thought by taking the rail off the cot, that would kind of make her want to stay in her room more. Yeah, we just made it really cozy in there. We stuck to the same routine, kind of dinner, bath, story time, cuddles, and then bed. And my bedroom is literally opposite her, so she knows, you know, I'm not too far away. But yeah, she will not sleep in her own bed. She will be in hysterics. She's been saying that spiders are terrified of sleeping in her own bedroom. And at first I was getting quite upset about it because I didn't want her to be scared of her own bedroom or bed. So I was probably doing the worst thing you could do and comforting her, giving in to her and letting her sleep in my bedroom. At this time, Paul was always working. He would be doing night shifts, so I didn't mind it so much because it was me and Ellie, and I missed the whole co-sleeping, and it was our like little bonding kind of time. So I didn't really mind it, and I didn't really think about it too much. But now, as she's free, so she's like a big girl now, and Paul is at home more, and it is kind of taking over a little bit, and it's definitely time for a change. So yeah, she used to be terrified and saying that there's spiders and ants in her bed. I don't know where she got it from, but I would do everything. I would like wash her shit. There was no spiders and ants in her bed, but just for her sake, I would wash her sheets. I sorted out her bedroom and like hoovered all the spiders up. I got an empty spray bottle and said, we're going to kill all the spiders now, and just anything I could to make sure that she doesn't think there's spiders and ants in her bed. And to be honest, I think it's just a mind thing. I think she's just saying it because she knows I would give in to her. I mean, she's quite a clever little 3-year-old. She's not stupid. But yeah, at the time, for months and months, I would just give in to her and let her stay in my bedroom, which is not the ideal way, and I'll put my hands up now and say that I shouldn't have done that. But at the time, when we're both tired and we want cuddles together, it worked. So yeah, I would have to bring her mattress in to our bedroom now. So now, obviously, I would let her stay in the bed with me back then, but as there's 3 of us in the bed, I would bring her mattress in, all her pillows, duvets, all that stuff, make it comfortable, and put her mattress next to us, because that was the only way we was going to get sleep that night. So instead of having her in the bed, we put her onto the mattress. And if she did fall asleep before us, which happens rarely, like routine has just gone out the window for her, she will not settle down in the evening. She used to go to bed at like a decent time, 7:30, 8ish, but now she will go to bed at the same time as us. I've tried everything I can to quieten her down, relax her, get her ready for bed, and she won't. She will, I think because of the rails off her bed, she doesn't like me shutting the door because that makes her 10 times worse. And she just hysterically cries, and it upsets me. And I've done the whole controlled crying, the crying out method, and I think that she's not stupid now. And I mean, where you're so tired as a mum, you would just do whatever works best for you. So if she does fall asleep before us, or she has naps during the day, I will transition her into a cot bed, and she will stay asleep until she wakes up, and then she'll realise, oh my god, where's mummy? I'm not with mummy. So I definitely think it's a kind of attachment, clingy stage that she's going through, and we are trying to work with it. We're trying to get her back into the routine. I think that is the #1 problem we have, is that she's not getting into her routine. She does sleep well during the night. I mean, she doesn't get up till about 8:30 in the morning, but that's because she's going to bed later, and it just doesn't do her benefits, and it doesn't do us benefits, because obviously being an adult, when your child goes to bed, that's kind of like your time, or you and your partner's time. So it definitely has been a massive change, and at first it didn't really bother me, like I said, which is probably the worst thing I could have done, because now she thinks she can sleep with me every night, or she can be in our bedroom every night. But as she's getting older, she does need to go back into her own routine and her own bedroom. So we are working on that, but I thought I'd put this video up because A lot of people do ask like how it was transitioning her. I put the rail onto the cot because I thought if I put the rail up then she can't get out and it might show her that, you know, it's bedtime now. It made it worse, and I think as she's a 3-year-old now, like, she should be getting out of the cot. We are thinking of getting her a new bed, like an actual girly princess bed, or like a proper toddler bed, because I think she knows that it's still a cot. So by getting her a grown-up bed, maybe like a Disney princess bed, it might encourage her to want to sleep in her own bedroom. So yeah, if you have any tips, or if you are going through the same thing, please let me know, because I feel like I'm the only mother with a 3-year-old that is going through this. And like I said, it is a big change, but we are working on it and we're trying to get her back into a routine and hopefully in her own bedroom. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful. Please do not leave any judgmental comments saying how I parent, which happens a lot, and I think it's something we all have to accept, that we all have our own opinions. But, you know, no one's perfect, and this is all about parenting, and I'm sharing my experience with you. And like I said, if you have got some tips or you can help me, that would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye!